Hey everyone, Jacob Godar here, and today we are talking about the number one biggest mistake you're making in your landscape company. If you're going to cause problems, if you're going to rattle the cage of a good culture, you're not going to be in this culture. You're going to be probably thought of as a dickhead. In reality, you're just doing your best to inform everyone to get the most out of their job. If you're wondering, man, things just don't seem to be going the right way with the team, my company, frustrated with maybe my people, or it seems like I just can't win. Like these people are always making this mistake, or I wish we were performing better as a whole, and you just have these constant frustrations. What I'm about to talk about is most likely the problem. It's been something in my company that changing it has been painful, but it has also been extremely rewarding because I get to see the benefits and I get to see them faster than ever. I know that a lot of us are interested in growing faster. And if you want to grow faster, this is definitely something you have to change. So let's get right into this. The number one mistake you're most likely making in your landscape business, and I learned this from doing the exact same thing, having this exact same problem pop up over and over again, is not taking a stance of being radically transparent. And I need to explain what this means to you because you're probably like, what the fuck does radically transparent mean? I'm going to give you what that looked like for me when I was starting my company. So you start growing, you start having employees. And it's really easy to control stuff if you have no employees and it's just you. Obviously, you can maintain that. You're flexible. You're just relying on your own decisions. So you live and die by your own sword. But then you start growing a team. You start having more and more people. And so you start having these people. And initially, you bring on people and you've never had employees before in your life. Right? So you see someone and maybe something happens. They make a little mistake or this or that happens. And you hold back on how you would address it. Now, by all means, I'm not telling you to be an asshole. I'm not suggesting, hey, you need to be a dick to run a company. That's not what this is. But you have these reoccurring issues, and they go on. And due to you being new as an employer and not having a lot of experience on it, you hold back and you maybe let things go because you're super reliant on this. This is my one employee. This is my two employee. These are my four guys, and I got to have all of them. I don't want to piss anybody off and lose somebody. So instead of addressing issues, you hang back from issues. You inevitably end up having happen is people will, of course, do good stuff as well, right? So what you end up doing is you always pat people on the back because that's the easy thing to do. And having the hard conversations is the hard thing to do. That's what it looked like in my company. You know, I wouldn't reprimand or write people up as often as I should. I wouldn't hold people accountable. Because that transparency, which is often extremely uncomfortable, you know, you did something wrong, me being very direct with the situation, me directly holding you accountable and writing you up or whatever the case may be, is uncomfortable. It's really easy for everybody to pat someone on the back and tell them, good job. That's what that looks like when you start. And you have all those uncomfortable feelings because it's never going to be comfortable, but you have all these reasons why you don't say stuff, you don't do things, and you make the excuses and you keep people for too long and you do all these things. But then the faster you can shift to being radically transparent, this has really started probably in the last couple of years in our business, but I've even taken a larger step this year because in Florida we're growing faster than ever, and I don't have time to not tell people where their problems are. Right? We need to put the right people in the right places on the bus, and if they need to move, we need to move them quickly. And if you are moving up, you need to be moving up. Titles mean nothing in my company. It's performance based. So if you're moving down in the eyes of the team and the company, you're going to get, you know, we're going to work on that. We're either going to try to coach you up, we're going to demote you, we're going to promote the good people. Because this is a performance-based thing, right? Here's another example. As you get your team, we had some people talking about others in the company, and basically all it did was cause this little bullshit drama thing. And I had a meeting with everyone. It's like when you have a problem with someone, the correct way to do that is you walk up to that person and you talk to them. You don't gossip. You don't bitch. Save that for somewhere else besides this company. Because here, we're headed forward as fast as possible. And if you're going to cause problems, if you're going to rattle the cage of a good culture, you're not going to be in this culture. We're going to nurture this culture, and we're going to facilitate this culture's growth. And that means if you're not going to participate in being a part of that culture getting better, you're not going to participate in this at all. That may sound hard, and that may sound harsh. I had a conversation with one of our leaders that I told him, you know, your promotion score amongst your peers. And that's when we get a rating based off of all the other employees in the company on how someone is doing. Well, that promotion score was the lowest out of everybody, and he was a leader. And I told him, it's like, hey, this doesn't look good. Need to talk to you about this. I've got some issues already, and here is what's going on, and this is what people feel about you. He was caught off guard by this. But people need this information to get better. Some people can't handle that information, and they may not be a good fit for your company. But if you're gonna truly give someone the opportunity to get better, you need to tell them what people think, where their flaws are, so they can actually work on them. So many times we're so afraid to do anything, we don't tell people this. And then eventually we just get pissed off at a lot of people. You finally get fed up enough that you fire somebody, you let somebody go, and you never even gave them the chance or the opportunity to learn, because by trying to be nice, you didn't give them any real opportunity. So this conversation went on, and I told the person that there is no guaranteed position. If you're called a crew leader in my company, you're called a foreman, whatever the name is in your company. If someone starts here that's radically performing better than you, you will be moved down and they will be moved up. You want the strongest leaders to lead everything. And so that means nothing is guaranteed. Why would you guarantee something like this? And we had a lot of pushback. This is the clear, transparent conversation. And this person said, that makes me feel like I don't have job security. And I said, well, I get that. I understand. And I'm just being the nice owner that is telling you that there's no such thing as job security. That was just a feeling you had because you've worked for other people that didn't tell you this is exactly how it is everywhere. Everybody else just eventually gets fed up and either fires someone or demotes them, and you don't get any warning. Here, I'm going to tell you that your performance is all based on how you perform. And you have the opportunity to perform like a rock star and make people love you and move up. Or you have the opportunity to keep doing what you're doing, keep going backwards, keep getting lower and lower promotion scores, keep getting lower and lower scores from your peers. And that's not a fun conversation. It's not a great conversation. You get to see people be uncomfortable, and it's uncomfortable to make people uncomfortable. But in reality, you have to think of it as a whole. Your business is a big group of people as it grows. Maybe it's small. Maybe it's just you and one other person. But as it grows, this isn't just you, this isn't just the other person, it's the group of you. It's not just you and the 4 team members, it's the group, it's the whole. And so you need to make decisions based on the whole. So if one person is pulling the whole thing backwards and derailing culture, if someone's causing the culture to go down, it needs to be promptly corrected and coached up or coached out of the company. So that is the one issue that most people still make. It's still hard to always be transparent. But the more you can be transparent, you're going to be probably thought of as a dickhead from time to time, or a bitch, or whatever it is, and whatever situation you have going on. In reality, you're just doing your best to inform everyone to get the most out of their job. And not everybody likes constructive criticism. Not everybody can handle that. But true performers want to know what they can do to get better all the time. I'm begging to know. Tell me where I suck. And the best people I've ever seen work for me were the best people at taking constructive criticism because they wanted to move faster. So be transparent, grow your business, and tell people what's actually going on and where they can improve. See you soon.